Hey y'all, this will be a fun one. So first off, disclaimer, yes I know the air conditioner's on, yes I know it's annoying, we're in a real bad heat wave, can't do anything about it. Secondly, yes I know the figures are down, they've been falling down lately. I think the adhesive, they've been up for a while, so the adhesive's just coming loose and I have to figure that out. So here's a video where I'm asking you guys' input. I want to hear from you, and maybe you guys give me an idea what I should do. So update on the rifle. Last time I talked about the handguard being wobbly, and I talked about the receiver. Something in there was wrong because the rails kept mounting crooked. So I did two things. I took this to the gunsmith, and I talked to him about welding that little piece. They didn't want to weld it. They wanted to build a shim. They built a shim, which it's impossible to show you the shim because I can't. I'd have to remove the handguard, get a ton of light, and even with that, I would still have a hard time showing you the shim unless you knew exactly what you were looking for. And they put a shim in, and it didn't do anything. So this piece still moves back and forth with relative ease. It doesn't move as easily as it used to because it's now got a little shim between the magazine tube and the piece on the barrel. So it's a little bit harder to move it, but it still moves freely and doesn't really make a very solid mounting platform for anything at all I wanted to put on it. Not to mention, I imagine it wiggles back and forth enough, it's going to rip the finish off of the magazine tube and probably bend up the mounting plates here. So that has to go back to the gunsmith. Secondly, I've got my new rail. I ordered a second rail to determine if it was the rail or the receiver, and of course this is me with my luck. It's the receiver. The second rail mounted in the exact same spot, crooked, letting me know that it's the receiver that's improperly drilled and tapped. So that has to go back to Henry. So here's where I'm at a crossroads. I could do one of two things. I can drop this off at the gunsmith tomorrow, have him take round 2 of trying to fix this. Maybe I can convince them to just weld that little piece in place with a little bead so that it doesn't move ever again. And then maybe that fixes that. And with this, I would have to send this to Henry because while I'm sure a gunsmith could eventually fix this, it probably is a lot cheaper. Well, it's going to be free because it's covered under warranty to have Henry replace it. So Henry, I'm assuming, is just going to replace the entire receiver. I'm sure that's way easier than filling in those holes, re-drilling and tapping it, and then refinishing it. But that could take several months. The person on the phone told me how their New Jersey plant has been closed for 4 months because of Corona. Yippee. So with it being closed for 4 months, he was unable to give me an ETA of when I might get this rifle back. Apparently the plant now is back and open, but I don't know. Now, I did notice upon looking at my shipping label, this gun is going to Wisconsin. So I don't know if that has any bearing on it. Maybe it would go quicker that way, but again, I don't know. Anybody that's watched the channel for a while, I'm no stranger to having to send guns in and wait multiple months for them to get back. So that's idea one, is I continue to move forward on trying to get this rifle to work properly, and I send it in to have it repaired, go through the process of having this hopefully fixed, take 2 with the gunsmith, or maybe I just end up having to find a whole new gunsmith, or I cut my losses. Again, I can put the plugs back in here. You can shoot the rifle without an optic if you wanted to, and I just sell the rifle. I sell the rifle as is. Someone else can work on it and make it their own, and I cut my losses. Of course, I'd probably take a good loss on it because of the what's going on, but I just take my losses and be done with it. Some of the parts I've bought I can either use on other rifles or return. Sadly, like the optic is now mine, so I'll have to use that on a different rifle. I could, in theory. I haven't even opened the flashlight because I was waiting to open the flashlight to attach it right here, and I haven't been able to get the handguard to stay stable long enough to do that. So that's kind of my crossroads. Do I keep going on getting this rifle worked on and fixed and corrected, or do I just sell the damn thing? Do I be done with it? Do I sell it? Do I take my loss for whatever? It'd probably be a couple $100 loss, and be done with it, move on, and maybe someday down the road look for another rifle to do this project with. I was really excited about getting this rifle and really excited about working on it and setting up a really nice tactical, practical lever gun, but it could be another couple months before I would have that chance, because again, who knows how long it's going to sit at Henry. So that's kind of my video, that's kind of my question. Feel free to let me know down below. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should keep going forward? Do you think I should just cut my losses? Let me know down below, and have a good day.